The mother tiger nuzzled the tiny kitten that had lost its mother just hours before, her massive head dwarfing the trembling tabby as she pulled it close to her own 3 cubs. No one at the wildlife sanctuary could believe what they were seeing. Tigers don't adopt prey animals, they hunt them. But Zara wasn't following any rules that day. The tabby kitten, barely 3 weeks old, had been found abandoned near the sanctuary gates in rural Indonesia, its mother nowhere to be found. The staff knew the kitten wouldn't survive the night without constant care, but every human who tried to bottle feed it was met with terrified hissing and scratching. The little creature was shutting down, refusing to eat, and time was running out. That's when Dr. Elizabeth, the sanctuary's veterinarian, made a decision that seemed absolutely insane. Zara had just given birth to 3 cubs 2 weeks earlier, and her maternal instincts were in overdrive. What if they introduced the kitten to her? The staff thought Elizabeth had lost her mind, but as they watched the kitten fade before their eyes, they realized they had nothing to lose. They placed the tiny tabby at the edge of Zara's enclosure and held their breath. The tiger's amber eyes locked onto the kitten immediately. She rose to her feet, muscles rippling beneath her striped coat, and every person watching felt their heart stop. This was it. This was where natural instinct would take over and tragedy would unfold. But Zara did something no one expected. She approached the kitten slowly, lowered her enormous head, and began grooming it with her massive tongue. The kitten, who had fought every human touch, melted into the tiger's warmth. Within minutes, it was nursing alongside the tiger cubs, finally accepting nourishment after nearly 24 hours of refusal. The staff named the kitten Oliver, and over the next few months, something extraordinary happened. Oliver grew up believing he was a tiger. He wrestled with his much larger siblings, attempted to roar, though only squeaky meows came out, and even tried to hunt the way his adopted family did. Zara treated him exactly like her own cubs, disciplining him when he got too rough, teaching him through play, and protecting him fiercely from any perceived threat. Videos of the unlikely family went viral across the world. Millions watched as Oliver fearlessly pounced on tigers 10 times his size. Children wrote letters to the sanctuary asking about the brave little cat who thought he was a tiger. Donations poured in, allowing the sanctuary to expand and save even more animals. But as Oliver grew, the staff began to worry. What would happen when Zara's cubs reached adolescence and their predatory instincts fully developed? Would Oliver still be safe? Some argued they should separate them now before tragedy struck. The debate raged for weeks. Then, one morning, everything changed. A wild boar had somehow breached the sanctuary's outer fence and made its way into the enclosure. The boar, massive and aggressive, charged at Oliver while he was playing alone near the water feature. The small cat froze in terror as hundreds of pounds of wild animal bore down on him. Zara's roar shook the entire sanctuary. She appeared like lightning, placing herself between the boar and Oliver with such force that the ground trembled. Her cubs rushed to her side, forming a protective circle around their tiny brother. The boar, realizing it was hopelessly outnumbered, retreated and was quickly secured by staff. But what happened next made everyone understand something profound. After the danger passed, Zara's 3 cubs each took turns grooming Oliver, checking him for injuries, comforting him with gentle nudges. They weren't tolerating their adopted brother. They loved him. He was truly one of them. Dr. Elizabeth made the call that day. Oliver would stay with his family. The sanctuary would take every precaution, monitor every interaction, but this bond was too powerful and too pure to break. Some families aren't made by blood. They're made by love that defies every expectation and breaks every rule. Today, 2 years later, Oliver is a full-grown tabby cat living peacefully with his tiger family. He still tries to roar, still wrestles with his siblings, and even curls up against Zara's massive body every night to sleep. Visitors come from around the world to witness the impossible family, and the sanctuary has become a symbol of hope, proving that compassion can bridge even the widest divides. The staff who once thought Elizabeth was crazy now call her brilliant. The kitten who was hours from death became the cat who taught the world that family is about who shows up for you when you need them most. Justice wasn't served through revenge or triumph over an enemy. It was served through a mother's fierce devotion and a family's unbreakable bond, proving that sometimes the most shocking thing isn't nature's cruelty, but its extraordinary capacity for love. If this story touched your heart, smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible animal stories that will restore your faith in the impossible.